These are 7 hot takes I have for free agency this offseason. Every year I make this video, but this year I want to make it just a little bit more bold. So let's start off with number 7. We got Edwin Diaz. And honestly, this is probably one of the least hot takes I have in this video, but I have him going to the Texas Rangers. Texas could use some bullpen help. I think this would be a good piece for their rebuild or their retool, and I think this would be a fun move. At number 6, we got the Miami Marlins signing a top third baseman, either Suarez or Bregman, but I think realistically, they're probably going to go with Suarez. He just seems to be more in the range of the Marlins' budget, and also, I feel like I could just really see this happening. The Marlins need a bat pretty badly, and just having a veteran presence in that clubhouse might be pretty good. At number 5, we got Cody Bellinger going to the Kansas City Royals. Now, if this was like a really hot take video, I'd have him going to the Astros, but that'd be probably a little bit too crazy just because of the 2017 he played against the Astros in the World Series. But anyways, the Royals, they need an outfielder. I think this would be a fun move. At number 4, we got Kyle Schwarber going to the Cincinnati Reds. Now, there's a few different reasons I think this would be a good fit. First of all, he grew up a Reds fan. He's from Ohio. But also, Cincinnati needs a bat pretty badly. He's a big power bat, and that's a hitter-friendly park. But realistically, I don't think the Reds are going to spend that much money. But they've spent money before, like bigger contracts on like Joey Votto back in the day, so we'll see. Before we get to the top 3, whoever can tell me the funniest joke in the comments, I might just have to include you in the next video. At number 3, this is probably the most unrealistic, but we got Bo Bichette going to the Colorado Rockies. Now, the Rockies need starting pitcher probably more than hitters, and it's also hard to imagine him going to the Rockies right after he just made it to Game 7 of the World Series and lost. But we've seen players go to bad teams after losing the World Series before or winning it. And also his dad used to play for the Rockies for 7 seasons, but I don't think that matters. But hey, you never know. Yeah. Before we get to the top 2, if you're wondering why this video is a bit shorter than usual, I've just been grinding on the schoolwork lately. But if you want to subscribe, you should do it because it'll be fun. Fun videos. At number 2, we got Framber Valdez, and I think there's one team in particular that really needs some starting pitching, and that's Baltimore. Baltimore needs some starting pitching. They desperately need an ace, and just, again, starting pitching in general, especially after they trade Grayson Rodriguez. I think it's time for Baltimore to spend some money. And at number 1, we got Kyle Tucker. Now, realistically, at this point, it seems like he's going to go to the Mets. And to be honest, this hot take here is probably going to be the least bold one in this video. There just wasn't any teams that really stood out as like a hot take, but like mildly realistic. So I got Kyle Tucker going to the San Francisco Giants. And if you want to see my free agency predictions video, tap this. Alright, testing, blah, blah, blah. But popcorn, pizza, here we go, boys.